intimidation, violence, and violence of any kind in retaliation based on someone's views, someone's opinions, someone's convictions, or their religious belief is always wrong, okay? It is always wrong. This has to be intolerable in a civil society. If this is allowed to continue, and if it's allowed to grow, then the United States of America cannot be who it's intended to be. You cannot have a nation that is free if violence is considered appropriate based on someone's opinions and someone's views. Everybody has the right to their own opinion, and we have a right to disagree. Just because someone disagrees with you, no matter what the issue, it could be something of extreme importance to you, does not give you the right to attack them, assault them, defame them, hurt them. This ought to be basic, and it ought to be universally understood. So what we're also seeing in today's society is an increase in hateful, violent rhetoric. Let me give you some examples just after the recent shooting at Covenant Christian. Now, some of this rhetoric isn't outwardly violent, but just let's remember what happened there. 6 innocent people, including 3 children, we're not just talking minors, we're talking young children, were murdered in cold blood when they had not done anything wrong or done anything to hurt or threaten the person who did the killing. Okay? And if the police hadn't killed her, she would have killed many, many more. And yet, after the killing, the President of the United States, Joe Biden, was caught on the White House lawn on his way into the White House and asked whether a hate crime had occurred. And his response was he had no idea. And then he made a joke about the allegation by Senator Josh Hawley that it was a hate crime. He said, well, if that's what he said, then I disagree with it. And then he said, no, just kidding. I have no idea. So we have the President of the United States conveying a message, conveying his belief, obviously, that he doesn't care, that this doesn't matter. It can be a hate crime because Christians don't deserve protection, right? Now, I know he would never admit that publicly, but that's what that's the tone and the tenor of his remarks. To follow that up, his press secretary today just made an announcement at a press conference where she announced that the White House, now remember, this is days after innocent people were killed by a transgender person. They are going to hold or declare a day this weekend to be National Transgender Visibility Day. Not a moment of silence, not a day of remembrance, not something to honor the people that were murdered, or a day of peace or a day of prayer, nothing like that. No, we're going to honor the transgender people of this country.